Hello there, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to go over the Contrato 101 for site plans. And in this case, the Contrato is the website. That's where we host all of the interactive site plans and floor plans for you. Here's just a quick tutorial on how to use the back end for managing your site plans. First thing is you're going to go to ContradoVIP.com/VIP admin. And then when you go there, it's going to allow you to log in. You put in your credentials that you were sent by your account manager. It's just your email and then the password that they supplied you. You can always change it when you're inside. When you log in, it's going to land you onto the Save Plans page. That's just the natural default. If you don't have interactive floor plans with us, then you'll just see a big blank page. Don't be alarmed. That's just the way it is. All your site plans live over here on this page here. Boom. All right, so if I'm on this page here, I can go into my site plans in two ways. One, I can go into the actual site plan just by clicking anywhere on a site plan itself. And this is going to give me that backend access. You'll notice that there's a little edit button on top of each different lot. And as I hover over the lot, you can see what's available. You can see what can be sold, what is sold, okay? But let's say I want to mark all these lots here, 6 or let's say 1 through 12. They can't have side load garages. Well, that would be a pain in the butt to open up each one and literally click edit, put in the notes, like here they put iron gray and garage drop 1 inch, but to put in here, no side load garage allowed. You can type that into each one. And then when you hit save, it will actually save that status. You can also change the status, okay? You can change the subheading. Some people use the subheading for address. Some people use it for the model that's sold. And then the lot information is down here. And a lot of people use this just for basically the information of either the lot dimensions or the actual home that is built there. There's two ways to utilize this to show a plan that is built there. One is you can pick the plan itself, and then you can come down here and you can pick the elevation style that you're putting there, as well as the orientation, garage left or right. If you don't know what the orientation is, it's going to automatically default to whatever the rendering shows. And if you don't know which elevation, it's automatically going to default to whatever the first elevation is in the IFP. So if you don't select one, it's going to be showing you the classic elevation, okay? And then when you hit save, it's going to show that on the screen instantaneously, all right? Now, if I want to do all these lots at one time, instead of going on to the actual map itself, I can go into the back end by clicking this edit button. When I click on the edit button, I'll come over here to lot settings. And then when I click the lot settings button, boom, here you go. So here's the subheading. This is where a lot of people put addresses. Builder ID lot is if you're going to API connect this in either a push to a contracting system or to a CRM or a pull from a contracting system, okay? This is where you would select your available plans, like what can be sold. If it's all of them, then it's just all of them, okay? It's whatever you check is what is going to show on the screen. Over here is where you would put what home is sold, okay? So you'll select your plan, which elevation, whether it's garage left or garage right. Now here are the fields where you can change. Now the notes is the large box field, lot information, and we can change that verbiage if you'd like as well. But this is where you type in the information. You can copy paste all through here if you wanted to put, no garage, no side load garage in those lots. There's two other fields that you need to be aware of. There's the sales price and the premium. Sales price is not customer facing. So this would be if you had an incentive on a lot that you didn't want to show, but that you could have in a back pocket for the sales team, possibly on a spec home. Premium actually shows to the front end. And when you're going to show the premium, you want to make sure that you put in just the raw dollar amounts, no commas, no periods, no cents, and no dollar signs, just the raw numbers. And when you're done, it's very important that when you come down, when you're finished, that you come down and you hit save. Hit save, boom, everything you did is holding in place. Now, let's say that you have a salesperson on the front end and you have somebody managing the back end using the edit tool. Whatever was done on the front end is going to be blown out as soon as the person on the back end editing tool hits save, because this takes precedence over the single lot use. We're going to go on to users, how to add, how to subtract users, how to delete users. So in this particular client here, they have 3 users. One is an admin, 2 are clients. The major difference between the two is that clients can only see what is assigned and cannot add or delete any content or people. Client admin can obviously add or delete. If I'm going to add somebody, I'm going to click the create new user button. And this is a 2-part process, just so you know. You're going to put in their first, last name, their email. You're going to create a password for them. You have to follow these little rules up here. Make sure that you set them to whatever their title is, either client or client admin. There's more stuff on my screen. Don't worry about that. That's just because I have a weird setting on mine. And then you also want to make sure that they're marked as active. When you do so, you don't have to put in the phone number. This is the only field that doesn't have to be filled in, but everything else does need to be filled in. And when you hit save, what's going to wind up happening is that it's going to populate on this list. And remember when I told you that it's a 2-part process? So then I'm going to open back up that person once they're populated, and I can go into project permissions. This is where you're going to give either access and or notifications. On the access side, you will just check the boxes of the communities that are relevant to that person, even if it's a single community. So if you have an OSC that maybe needs to see everything, or if you have a community manager that maybe only needs to see their 1 or 2 communities that they manage. But anyway, you check the boxes you want them to have access to. The notification is going to look identical, but the difference here is that if you have interactive floor plans, this will send a real-time notification to whoever is checked in here, or to whatever properties are checked in here, to that person every time in real that an interactive floor plan is saved. Okay. Don't want to hit delete user there. All right. So if you're going to manage your profile, you just go into my profile and you can manage your own profile. Okay. This is where you change your own personal password, etc. And that's pretty much it. You can if you do have floor plans, you can also come in here and you can look at your floor plan library itself. You can show the detail if you want to just see what plans have a certain number of options, or who's saved them and how many times they've been saved. You can also sort these by community, by plan, by date, and you can also export this to an Excel spreadsheet. That's pretty much it for the 101. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your account manager, but it's actually pretty simple. Like I said, when you log in, it's going to, on the ContradoVIP.com/VIP admin, it's going to land you on the save plans page. And if you have IFPs, this is where all those save plans are going to populate. If you're going to manage a single lot at a time, you can just go to the site plans page, click on any of the sites, the one that's relevant, and then click on the lot and hit the edit button and make the change. If you are going to be doing lots of changes at once, or maybe populating a full lot fit analysis to it, then you'd want to come over here to the edit button. Adding users, again, just as a recap, is a 2-part process. You create the new user first, hit save, open them back up, give them their permissions, and you are done. Thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, contact your Outhouse account manager. Thank you.